Hello everyone and welcome to the Gunpla Network. I'm the Spicer and today's recap of episode 3 of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch From Mercury is brought to you by Awkward Marriage Proposals. Anyway, we start off right where episode 2 left off, right after Delling Jr. pops into Sulettas' jail cell to be like, hey, you've got to duel my dad or something, I don't know. She's talking about it. And Suletta's like, no, I really don't want to do that, though, because, like, I just kind of want to be a normal high school girl. And she's like, nah, that's stupid. You've got to do this. Look at how unexcited I am to hear you want to be a normal person. And she's got to count all the cool things she wants to do, like make friends, exchange contact info, hang out with friends, go on a date. And she's counting them down. She's got to use her fingers. Delling Jr. is very unimpressed. And then she flicks her in the face because she's like, we ain't got time for you to go on dates, girl. We got to win this duel. Or, like, you're going to get expelled and possibly executed, and I'm going to have to do other things that I don't remember what were, but my dad's probably not going to be cool with it. Anyway, we, after the credits cut, or no, I guess it's the next scene, Guel is real mad that his red mobile suit has an AI. And he's like, well, my dad definitely doesn't think I can do this, and I'm very upset about it, only for the hand of God to come up from behind him so that he can slap him down. Space Musk is not here for Guel's stuff. He's like, Guella DeVille, Chibbity Jr., you are a disappointment. I'm going to have the robot pilot itself. But Guella has to pilot it anyway, because they have to have a pilot in there. But anyway, the AI is there to do most of the work. I also kind of think it's funny that Guella gets an actual red mobile suit, when his last one, the Delans, was absolutely purple, but everyone's like, oh my god, it's Guel's red Delans. And it's like, oh, this is actually red. Anyway, everyone's talking about Suletta like, look at this freak. Look at her face. She's so freaked out. I also like that her bag is just strapped to her chest. Like, because other people have their bag in the same place. It's like, it's just Velcroed. Anyway, mechanic lady's like, hey, yo, how does your Gundam work? Like, how... explain the mechanics, and she's like, well, I don't know. I just pilot the thing. And she's like, but you have to tell me. She's like, oh, well, mom said something. And then they get interrupted because Guel's like, it's time for a rematch. We got to do this. And this is where I need to turn the subtitles back on because, like, Guel not only gets slapped, like, physically, but he also gets verbally slapped multiple times because he's like, we're going to do a rematch and your opponent is me. And Suletta's like, oh god, that's a relief. Delling Jr. in her natural environment amongst the plants and the trees and the bird things. We see Suletta getting kind of her first friend and be like, yo, we're besties because you invited me into your greenhouse. And she's like, whoa. We got to win this duel first, then we'll figure things out. But she is totally not opposed to Suletta bringing her stuff like this fertilizer that's here. Delling Jr. might be using Suletta just a little bit, but that's all right. Like, look how happy she is. She's like, yeah, I got a bestie. Hell yeah, besties for life. Then Mr. Weird Silent Green Eyes is like, hey, what's up? What's up, girl? What's good? She's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, hey, I got to take you to this meeting, but I need your contact info because, what if I need to take you to a meeting later? I don't know how to find you. I just gotta stalk Delling Jr. until I find you. So he's like, give me your phone number, it'll be easier. And that checks something off Suletta's list. She's like, I got phone contacts, let's go. I'm getting Twitter followers left and right. She's got 2. She's got 3, I guess, maybe her mom, and then Delling Jr. and this guy, who I don't have a good name for yet, but I will think of one. I will definitely, she's counting. She's got, like, I got to get my mom with the first one, and then, I've got 3 now. Like, look at Delling Jr., who is very awkwardly holding that shovel to her throat after she, like, loads it with something. Like, maybe it's... I don't know why a shovel would need a battery, but it looks like she puts a battery in it. Maybe it's water or something. Maybe, like, shovel... That's not how shovels work. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but, like, she's, like, holding it up there. And this dude's just very unimpressed. He's like, listen, that your Twitter account, I guess, is cool, but I gotta take you to this meeting. That's the actual reason I came here. Then Shahid's like, look at our baller-ass lounge. Like, look how cool this is. This is the most expensive place in the entire school. He doesn't call her Suletta. He calls her Mercurian Girl, which is like what everyone else is calling her. But I just think it's funny that he absolutely 100% knows her name. But he's like, What's up? What's good? Gwell's being pouty. He's like, I'm very mad. Look at my Chippity Jr. face with my sharp eyebrows. Then she's just like sitting in the floor because she's scared. So maybe her headband isn't just white diamonds all the way around. I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Expressionless here is like, hey, this is how this stuff works. We got to do like formal duel things. This dude's officiating this duel. It's like, I announce you dueling. She's like, cool, let's go. We're going to go fight. There's this dumb little saying they have to go through at the beginning, and he's just really irritated that she can't remember what it is. Anyway, so they go through this fight. It's a big forest, really, or a big like jungle situation. Really like it. They do this whole big bit thing. She misses like every shot, but gets kind of close. He's like, oh man, I gotta make sure I can not get shot. But the AI starts doing things, and he gets really upset about it. So this kind of continues. This actually is a really good fight. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to take notes here because I was just so invested in this fight. Delling Jr. is really irritated about something. I can't remember what it was, but you get to see here that the bit system kind of works in the same way as it does with the Gundam, but there's also like 2 extra forearms on his back that also have beam sabers in them. So it's a very melee focused build, obviously, but like you can see here, like look how cool this shot is. Like he's got 2 shields, he's got the like beam saber hands, and then he's got these cool like dragging effects coming off of his little blades that are not beams apparently, because they don't get weakened by what happens next. Because this whole fight scene happens, he's really like, he gets progressively more pissed off to this whole fight that the AI keeps doing his job for him, and eventually just gives up at one point. Like he just lets it do it. But then the rain starts falling, which dampens the beams, because that's how it works in all the Gundam shows. And they're all like, oh, that's such a coincidence. And he's like, hell yeah, it was. I definitely didn't rig this match for Space Tesla. Let's go. I guess that'd just be SpaceX. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Space Tesla, SpaceX. They do their whole fight. Delling Jr. is like, well, this is some bullshit. And Ariel gets its arm cut off, which is real big sad. She's like, oh, we're going to lose. He's like, I'm unimpressed. And Delling Jr. is like, I'm going to commit Grand Theft Auto and do a bunch of property damage. So anyway, she does that. She almost destroys this train. Then they have this cool, it's such a good fight. Like I said, I didn't take any notes here because this is just really visually good. It's a very good fight. But Delling Jr. is like, I'm going to find the cause of this rain. And she crashes into the wall where this is happening to take control, because that's definitely what a rational person would do, is definitely cause all this property damage after stealing a mobile worker. Good job, Delling Jr. You've committed several crimes in the span of less than a few minutes. Anyway, she's like, I'm here to intimidate you. Ariel's like, I'm missing an arm, this kind of sucks, but the rain has stopped, so I am all powerful again. And then she does that. Does a bunch of damage to the Dilblade, whatever, I can't remember what the exact name is. All the beams happen. He gets mad and is like, all right, you know what? I'm going to take control now. So he does. He's like, yeah, I'm the boss. No one's going to stop me, not even Space Musk. So she's like, oh, it stopped. And goes in for the kill, only for our boy Gwell, Chippity Jr., Gwella DeVille, to make his last stand. And it's actually a really good fight from here. They do a little bit of a sword fight here. Gets massive kicked. Like, look at how far the Ariel flies because of that kick. That's such a... Also, that foot looks massively unstable, but super cool. Big kick, flying, jumping, doing the stuff. I'm Ariel, I'm flying, only to, like, ram the horn off his head. Doesn't cut it with the beam saber. Like, I've went frame by frame for this just to see. And yeah, she just, like, 100%, like, chest bumps the thing off of his head. And wins. Everyone's like, oh my god, she won again. Then our little boy Elan. It's odd that he's not Space Musk. Expressionless man is like, hey, you did a good job. I kind of get the vibe that that's more of just like a predetermined message. Like, I don't think he actually typed that because, oh no, I guess everyone else did. Oh no, other people said congratulations. So I think it's just like a, hey, this is like a like react on your duel, I guess. This is how social media works. Delling Jr.'s like, hell yeah, we won. Sulettas like, hey, I'm tired. Delling Jr.'s like, hey, you're a star on social media. Welcome to being the influencer of Gundam. She's like, hell yeah, look at me. And then she tries to call her Mio Mio, and she's like, nah, I'm Delling Jr., bruh. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, she sees that Guella DeVille gets out of the Gundam. She's like, hey, sorry, I kind of like beat you to near death. He's like, whatever, I don't care. She's like, hey, it's all right, whatever. And he's like, hey, will you marry me? Because you've complimented me because you said I was strong or something. He's very serious about this. Look at those eyebrows. And Sulettas like, nah, fam, like, nah. And that's when the episode ends. Maybe they'll get married next episode. They probably won't. But shaping up to be a very good Gundam fight series at the very least. Anyway, I've been the Spicer here for the Gunpla Network. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.